lot about Michael Jackson, and we are learning a lot about Travis Payne, the choreographer for Michael Jackson. How do you feel when people introduce you that way, the choreographer for Michael Jackson?
Oh, I feel so honored and so blessed. I mean, I started with Michael as a dancer in '92. I mean, with a dream since I was a little boy. You know, that I'm gonna work with Michael Jackson.
Right.
You know, and that was really my mantra. And then we wound up realizing, you know, I'll make it a short story, but you know the secret. You look at it, you think about it.
Yeah. Right.
So, you know,
whatever you think about, you bring about.
Yep, you can believe it if you believe it, you can achieve it. And that was really what I had done all those years. I would eat and look at the, you know, music videos and eat cereal every morning and imagine myself in it. And I told him that story, and he was like, yeah, it just took us a while to find each other. And you know, and that's how he would think about things, that people were to be brought together. And he had such a way, such a brilliance.
And we see that in you as well. You practically grew up with him, started dancing with him for years.
Oh, it's my honor. I just feel grateful to be here and get to do my part because he's done such great work that we can't forget.
And Hector is on the line. He wants to talk to you. Hi, Hector.
Hello, Travis.
Hi.
Yeah, my question for you is, what did you think Michael could have done differently after the devastation of Haiti, if he's still alive today?
Good question.
Oh, well, I definitely think that, you know, Michael would have been mortified by Haiti. I mean, he was in New York when 9/11 occurred, and so that was very hard for him. And, you know, because he's just was so sensitive to, you know, oppression and hardship in the world, I think Haiti would have been so devastating to him. But clearly, you know, the efforts of Mr. Jones and Mr. Ritchie and putting together, you know, the 25th anniversary commemoration of We Are the World would have been, you know, at the top of the list. Michael was already talking about doing that, you know, a redo of We Are the World.
Right,
you know.
And it's not just that. You're talking about the program that because of Michael is set there. Did you want to explore that?
Well, I mean, I think that part of Michael's reasonings for even plotting his tours is that he knew that going into regions to take the concert would increase the economy for whatever the time was that we were there. And he would do that. Like, that's why we would go to Kuala Lumpur. We've been to Tunis, you know, we've been to Israel, we've been to the Philippines, we've been to, you know, India. You know, we've been to places that don't necessarily have as big a middle class as we do here in America.
Right.
And he knew that going there helped the people in the region.
And not all performers are like that, because some of them would be like, you know, they don't want to be worrying about safety, worrying about other stuff.
Absolutely. And it's good you bring that up with the safety issue. I mean, we have never felt anything but love, you know, when working with Michael Jackson and going around the world with him. It's always love. I mean, you know, people in certain regions give him a hard way to go in the press, but I mean, when you're looking at the faces of his fans and you're at his concerts and you approach the hotels and you're enter the airports and you're dealing with the people, it's always love. Just like in the Philippines, you know, we were there and apparently 70% of those inmates are high risk.
Yeah.
You know, some were let out of solitary confinement to participate. We didn't know any of that. It was just a bunch of people sharing space, listening to music and dancing and celebrating Michael.
But what about you personally? You know, Michael Jackson's gone, his legacy lives on.
Absolutely.
But you were a choreographer for him, you worked with him, you were a friend to him for many years. I'm sure there's a loss. Is there an empty space?
Yeah, there's definitely an empty space. But I mean, I look at the gifts that he's left us. I mean, not only his wonderful art, but I mean, just the conversations we've been able to have about philosophy and life and love and art. And, you know, and to have started as a dancer with a dream and then to become one of his choreography partners, I say, because you collaborate with him. You don't just give him steps.
Right.
And to be ultimately associate director of This Is It for the stage, and then one of the producers of the film. I mean, it's just been immense gifts. You know, even sitting here with you is still him giving.
And where do you plan to take that gift?
Well, clearly, I mean, we've got to do something about the environment. I think that's what our entire platform for the show was about.
Oh.
So that's got to be number one, you know, and, you know, getting involved in initiatives and, you know, with programs that are going to benefit the earth. That's number one.
You know what?
But clearly, I'd love to continue all the creative work that I've been able to do over the years.
Right. Speaking of the environment, Typhoon Ondoy, the typhoon devastations in the Philippines, the flooding and all that, we should be able to do that in the Philippines as well. Enlighten our people there. We will be back for one more block. Don't go away.
Ang Kababayan LA ay hatid sa inyo ng McDonald's at ng bagong McCafe Espresso Drinks. McDonald's